Are you ready for this? Let's do this thing. All right, got another comment. This just came in from a video I did earlier this morning called Hair Loss Progression is Like Unpredictable Quicksand. And I do want to give myself a pat on the back because when I pressed record, I had no idea that's what it was going to be about. It just hit me. Hey, it's kind of like quicksand. Don't really know when this is going to stop receding, and you could be stuck at Norwood 2 for 25 years. You know, you just can't know, but you can be prepared, and that's the best thing. All right, so I want to share this story with you. Dan left me a comment. Dan has actually been watching my videos for a long time, commenting on my videos for a long time, and I've actually had the pleasure of being able to see Dan's confidence level increase, and I'm just so grateful to do that, because you have to imagine, if you're me, sure, you do this for the money, but B, you get to actually see that you're helping people, and that makes me so happy to know that this is not merely entertainment, but I'm truly helping some people. That's so rewarding for me to share with you Dan's story. Here's what he said, quote, "I was at a wake on Tuesday, and my uncle's friend said to me, quote, 'The last time I saw you, you had a full head of hair,' end quote. That was a kick in the balls. But I told him, quote, 'It's in my genes. You just have to embrace it,' end quote. He agreed. He's a Norwood 4 like me," end quote. Wow. Can we celebrate that together? I would give you a round of applause, but it's kind of hard with the selfie stick. That is so encouraging for me, because this is the fundamental teaching about embracing hair loss. And Dan wasn't this way when I started seeing his comments show up many months ago. Let me dissect this comment and tell you why I celebrate this and why we all should celebrate Dan in this story here. So I like the fact, and even at the beginning of this video, I talked about the importance of being prepared to lose your hair, being prepared for what people will say. And the other day, I made that video saying to some of you, I'm like a father figure, even though I'm only 36, but I am to some of you. And I was talking about things that I look for in comments from people, is finding out, is this person deflective? Are they defensive? And are they emotional when it comes to hair loss? And if they are, it's an obvious giveaway to me that they're projecting insecurity. Let me say that again, because it's so important. When I see someone in the comment section, and a lot of times they turn it on me, they're angry at me for having too much hair at 36, or for not having enough hair at 36. It's funny, they switch back and forth. But when I see a comment in which someone is deflecting the conversation, or whoa, there's some wind, or they're defensive, or they're emotional, I think to myself, wow, all kinds of obstacles today. I think to myself, that person is going through some insecurity issues. They're going through some changes with their hair, and they're dealing with that insecurity. And instead of asking for help or encouragement or knowing where to find it, instead what they're doing is they're lashing out through their insecurities in the form of deflecting, being defensive, or being emotional is what they're doing. That is not what Dan did in this situation. I'm so happy about this. So what did he do? Now, he's talking about his uncle's friend. If it's your uncle's friend, I'm going to assume, and I don't remember how old Dan is, but we assume that if it's your uncle's friend, this guy's probably in his 50s, maybe even pushing 60. We're going to guess somewhere around there, 50s, maybe 60s, okay? Late 40s, okay? I'm being liberal in that one, okay? But this guy sees our friend Dan, who the last time he saw him was a kid or whatever, and he had a completely full head of hair in every way, and now he says to him, basically, in essence, you're as bad as I am. You know, that's the way I translate that. With the uncle's friend, I'm psychologically analyzing the uncle's friend right here. Now, I want you to think a moment about me, okay? You can imagine that in real life, hopefully as reflected in these videos, that the version of me that you see is someone who is honest and direct, but yet kind. I truly do want to help people. I'm honest and kind, but I'm also very direct. I'm not here to make anybody feel good about themselves. I'm here to help them become independent, okay? So what that means is, I personally, and you know this about me, I would never point out someone else's hair loss, especially someone I haven't seen in years. That's like saying, man, you've put on some weight. Man, you look old, okay? I would never do that. And what does that say about me as a person? It says that I'm a confident person, is what it says. It says that I'm emotionally intelligent. It says that I know what it is people actually want in life out of people. For me to be a good person and attractive and someone they want to be around, I'm not going to be a guy who points out anything that could be perceived negative about something that someone for the most part can't control. Weight gain's a different thing, because you know I'm a vegan and I'm saying you can control it by eating the right things and exercising. But if you need that, go watch What the Health on Netflix. But as far as hair loss or hair getting grayer or getting wrinkles or whatever it is, I would never point that out at all. I would never do that. Why? Because I'm confident. Now, the uncle's friend we can't say the same for. The uncle's friend is not, I feel he doesn't have peace in his heart. I feel that he's not a confident person. And obviously he's not emotionally intelligent, okay? I know that with or without hair, I'm a likable guy. I'm a charming guy because I involve other people. I positively reinforce things about that person and I engage that person, okay? I am not pointing out people's flaws. If I ever was, it would be because they brought it up and I'm helping them through it. And even then, I'm not pointing it out, okay? But through all that, through all the insecurity of the uncle's friend, here's what I like about this story. How calm, assertive, and confident Dan was. What did he say? He said, quote, "It's in my genes. You just have to embrace it." You know, and that's something that I have been saying on these videos. You can be in denial about it, and then you're the victim, or you can embrace it and say, you know what, this is me, and I've got no control over it. But ultimately, it's funny because to see how the friend or the uncle's friend reacted. How did he react? He agreed. He agreed. So even though the uncle's friend was insecure and not emotionally intelligent, he ultimately agreed with the younger person who, in this story, is Dan. So Dan became the leader in this situation. He became the more confident person in this situation, despite Dan having a Norwood Ford. I just love this. This is so rewarding. Dan, I want to let you know, I am so grateful that you left this comment and shared this with me. I take this to heart. For every person who says something lame in the comment section about that I'm wasting their time. Of course, those are people who are insecure about their own hair loss. And then I send them a link to that challenge where I ask them to start insulting every video of mine, and then they always back away because they're not confident people to begin with. But for every one of those comments I get, which are just funny to me because they can never man up to my challenge. Yes, I just said it, man up to my challenge. For every one of those comments, I've also got one like this, something that's encouraging and someone who's telling me that I have truly helped them through this channel. It's not simply entertainment, it is at times, but this is group therapy, isn't it? It's not, it wouldn't be an abuse of the word to say this is group therapy. We're all part of the brotherhood of the hair loss, and the way you overcome hair loss is you get to a state where Dan is with it. He can be so confident that he shut that uncle down and actually got the uncle to agree with him. This could have went a whole different way. Dan could have been the victim and said, oh man, he just ruined this. Well, you can't really ruin a wake, can you? If someone's, it's like a funeral. But either way, Dan, I like you. Thank you for doing what you did. Thank you for putting this comments. And thank you for sharing this in the comments, because now everybody else gets to hear this. Nearly 2,000 other people get to hear your story. I like you, Dan.